Hello, welcome back to Zekism, I guess Zekism Reviews, and we are here, or I'm here, you're here, we're here, to review or give my non-spoiler thoughts on Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. It's the third film. They are films, but they're very Netflix heavy now. But yeah, the film in the Knives Out trilogy, it is a trilogy now, there's three of them. Daniel Craig reprises his role as Benoit Blanc, you know, the Foghorn Leghorn sounding guy, and is joined by Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Thomas Hayden Church, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Josh O'Connor, Kerry Washington, all-star cast basically in this, and it's it's another Knives Out to put it bluntly, and that's not damning it with faint praise. I actually like the Knives Out films. I must admit, I'm more of a fan of the first one than I was the second. Glass Onion was fine. I thought it was a bit too fantastical for what I was looking for, which is like a reserved film, because Knives Out wasn't that. But Knives Out was very grounded in reality, whereas Glass Onion was just this, rich millionaire's playground dream house in a Greek island. I know it's filmed during pandemic, so I don't know whether that had anything to do with it. Yeah, I just preferred the first one a lot more. I thought the focal point and the characters were more grounded. Less fantasy driven. But anyway, I enjoyed Glass Onion for what it's worth. Anyway, back to Wake Up Dead Man. The basic plot outline. Josh O'Connor, he of the Crown fame, because he played Prince Charles. He is a priest. He is a priest with a background of fighting. He basically, I don't think this is a spoiler, but he kills a man. He killed a man in his younger past and becomes a priest. Anyway, he is sent to a convent. I think it's like northern New York. And basically, long story short, he runs into a bit of a close-minded church-going community. And the priest of that church who he's there to assist dies, basically, and Benoit Blanc saddles up during the film and attempts to save this young priest from being blamed for the murder, basically, and in doing so investigates what really happened and then how the events turn around. So yeah, it's another Knives Out film, directed by Rian Johnson, who wrote it as well. Like I said, my history with Knives Out is a good one. I like them. I like the writing. I like the acting. I think it's very, sort of Agatha Christie influenced. And it's a murder mystery. They're not revolutionary, but when done well, they're entertaining. And this is an entertaining one. This is, I would say, much more aligned to the first film, Knives Out, full stop, than the second one, Glass Onion, a Knives Out story. So I think it's much more in line with the first one, in my opinion. There's a lot to like here. I like the story. I like the way he told this story, because he started with... Anyway, I won't tell you what he starts with, but he starts not just in a way of Benoit Blanc arrives, or you see Benoit Blanc first. You actually takes your time to set up the story first, then you get to the Benoit Blanc stuff. And then the mystery unfolds as the film goes on. I don't think I've revealed any spoilers there, so apologies if so, but I don't think I did. Anyway, yes, so the film, there's not really a lot you can talk about without spoiling stuff on this film, but I think the cast, again, another all-star cast put together. Jeremy Renner, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Daniel Craig, of course, and Josh O'Connor. I think they're the main leads of the cast. And then you've got some other members, Andrew Scott, for example. Thomas Hayden Church is in there as well. I can't remember the name of the other female. Oh, Kerry Washington's in there as well. But there's another. Sorry, Kaylee Spaney. If I pronounced that wrong, apologies. Yeah, she's makes up that triumvirate of people who are the church-going community who sort of gather around the main priest, led by Josh Brolin. That's the film in a nutshell, I think. What my overall thoughts of it, like I said, I enjoyed it. I think it's a really well told story. It was much more what I was looking for out of it, more than Glass Onion was. Glass Onion was just this fantasy thing, which I enjoyed, but I was looking for a bit more groundedness. I get that here. I got that a lot more. So my overall feelings is very positive about it. I like the story. I like the characters. I liked the twists and turns. I did not see the end coming. I like a story where you don't really know. You think you do when you start, so then you go, actually, they've cast doubts as I'm going along, and now I'm not really sure where it's going. And you're just along for the ride, and that's what I was here. So I was brought up on murder mysteries with watching them with my grandma, so it's very much in my wheelhouse. Really enjoyed this one. I think it, like I said, I think it's back to groundedness that I was looking for, and I think it's really good. Rian Johnson, really good director. I think I even like The Last Jedi for my sins, but I think in this one he directs it really well, as he has done all three. But for this one, I think the show, like I said, the way he directs is not out of the norm, but I think it certainly, the way he chose certain shots, the way he shoots. I mean, there's not a lot of CGI in this one compared to Glass Onion, and that's probably on the better side. That's probably why it's probably I prefer it. But at the same time, I think it's some smart choices he made. It was filmed all in the UK by the sound of it, and it really looks like it when you're watching the film. Lots of sort of pretty shots of the countryside and the trees in the rain and stuff. And so, you really well shot film. You should do Netflix, do quality HD rendered quality shots. So yeah, really top range cameras that you used in the shoots. And yeah, I without sounding rambly and sort of not trying to reveal anything, I really enjoyed it. There's not a lot more to say about that. From Daniel Craig's point of view, I've got to mention his accent, because his accent has always been something to point out and laugh, let's be honest. This one, it seems like he's normalized it a bit. He's really sort of, I thought he's gone for a bit more understated. I didn't notice it being really out there, or really sort of off the wall. I think either my ear has tuned to it, or he's toned it down slightly. I think it's probably him toning it down, because he sounded more normal in this one. Maybe because it was filmed in England, the English accent was coming out a bit more. I don't know. But that being said, I look, it's fine. I think the fact he's got a silly accent is probably part of the appeal. So you just go with it. Now with the third film in, you're just like, well, that's the way he talks. You just go with it. Other standouts, I think Josh O'Connor's really good. Like, more so than I ever would have given him credit for. He's really good in this, and I think he's probably the main lead actor of the film, really. And I think he does a really good job. Really good actor. I must admit, I didn't watch The Crown. I'd seen clips of him playing Prince Charles and thought, oh, that's him playing Prince Charles, okay. But I think he's a really good actor, judging by this film. So I can see him doing more gritty stuff going forward, out off the back of this, perhaps. Everyone else in the cast is doing a good job. I think, these murder mystery films and projects are always weird, because there's a lot of support. They're supporting actors, basically. They're all an ensemble, and they're all have their little moment to shine, maybe a speech or a monologue to give, and they all give them very, very well. Mila Kunis, I thought, was a bit odd as the sheriff of this town. Other than that, I think all the other cast are just sort of bit part players within the town, and they sort of have a big focus. I think Josh Brolin had a slightly bigger role, and obviously Josh Brolin being Josh Brolin delivers. Other than that, yeah, really enjoyed the film, and I'd recommend anyone who is a fan of the Knives Out, or if you haven't given them a try, I would give this one a go. I think it's really good. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please leave a like or subscribe. Did you enjoy the film? Have you seen it yet? Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.